And we are on the air. Hello, 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 everybody, and welcome back to Monster Truck Nation MTM2 series for round 20 of this illustrious, intense series. Hello, everybody. I'm Todd 74, along with the Vision of Legend of We 92 to Cody. Cody, how we feeling about this today?
Well, I feel quite excited. It's going to be jam-packed with some action goodness.
That it certainly will be. If I can get the share screen working here. There we go.
I'm in, and it's working just fine.
All right. All right. Let's try to stream the entire screen here as we go into the monster truck stuff here. We got a pretty high caliber field for you today. I think Cody, let's see how it is. Let's look at the field of trucks here and our first round matchups. It'll be Brian Townsend in the Monster Patrol. He didn't have a very strong showing last time here at Kansas City at Arrowhead Stadium. That's where we're racing today. But Townsend's got a pretty tough opponent, though, Cody. His opponent, Rick Petroline and Snakebite.
Oh, yeah. That sounds like a great matchup right there between these two. They're both strong in their own right, so I can't wait to see what they got to offer for today's event.
Yep. Next up will be the number 2 man of the Tom Mintz camp, Neil Elliott. In our second first round matchup, we have the number 2 man of the Tom Mintz stable, Neil Elliott in Maximum Destruction, Cody, and he's got a pretty strong opponent as well. Our first look at him right here, Airman Dad Evans in the Destroyer.
That's another good one. Those two are great, and they're strong in their own way too.
That they are.
They raced before.
Yep, those two names have raced each other before. Anyways, in our third first round matchup, we have Dan Patrick out of Kingston, Ohio, in the Sampson Machine. We've seen the Sampson Machine on this show on this series before, Cody, and Sampson could put on some great runs. His opponent will be a very strong running Ford, Cody. Steve Sims out of Virginia Beach, Virginia, in the Stone Crusher. Our first look at him.
Interesting. I haven't seen those two race against each other before with you at this moment, so this ought to be a cool one to see.
Yep, that it certainly will be. In our fourth first round matchup, it'll be championship contender. It'll be a pretty serious contender early in the going in this series. John Seasock out of Frackville, Pennsylvania, in the Sudden Impact Ford. We've seen him win on this show before. We've seen him win on this series before. He scored a win at Pueblo, Colorado not too many episodes ago. And his opponent will be Steve Hess out of Columbia City, Indiana, in the Nightmare GMC, Cody, the only leaf-sprung truck in this battle.
Wow. Yeah, let's hope he's able to at least get around good.
Yep, and this will not be an easy course for Steve Hess by any stretch of imagination.
Right, because I've seen the track, and that's not going to be easy for that driver with a truck like this.
Yep.
they're considered slower and heavier.
Yep. Next up in our fifth first round matchup are the runner-up from one episode ago, Jim Kramer, out of Pacific, Missouri, in the Bigfoot Ford, the original monster truck, and he'll be going up against a new to us, a new kid on a block for us, Harold, out of Oldsmar, Florida, Harold Reynolds in Wrench Head 2, Cody.
Cool. I don't know if I've ever seen him race before, but this ought to be a good one too.
Yep. Our first look at Wrench Head 2 on the M.T.N. series. We still got some in our sixth first round matchup. We have Gary Wiggins in the Carolina Crusher out of Williamston, North Carolina. And Cody Wiggins is no easy guy to beat, is he?
Nope. He's always a tough opponent.
And he'll have a pretty tough upstart. We have a sort of a mystery man here. That's the Traxxas T-Max, driven by Sean Duhon. Our first look at him here on M.T.N.
This is interesting already.
Yep.
We're having a great lineup of trucks so far.
Yep, that we are. We are. In our seventh first round matchup, we have a guy who's trying to score another win for the Gravedigger camp. Pablo Huffaker is here in the Gravedigger. Expect Gravedigger to be more than a force to be reckoned with here on this very tricky U-turn course here at Kansas City, Cody, but he's got a very tough opponent, the always strong running Dodge of Mark Hall out of Champaign, Illinois, and the Executioner.
Yeah, that's a favorite matchup of mine there. I wish they would do it more often, but hey, it's cool to see them race against each other sometimes when it does happen.
Oh, yes. And Hall has beaten the Gravedigger before. He drove the Raminator truck to victory, beating Gravedigger in the finals at Bloomsburg, Pennsylvania in 2002, if I recall.
Yep, that's true.
And our final race of round number one, it'll be Richard Patterson out of Madisonville, Kentucky, driving the Barefoot, not the Rampage here at Kansas City. Patterson's going to be more than a force to be reckoned with. His opponent will be Ricky Only in Mopar Magic. Dodge against Dodge, Cody.
Mopar Magic, eh?
Yep.
Well, that truck is magical.
Yep, that it certainly is. That it certainly is. All right, we are ready to get into the first round here on Monster Truck Nation, and we are set to go racing here on M.T.N. All right, so let's take a look at it here. It'll be Rick Petroline and Snakebite going up against Brian Townsend in the Moss Patrol, Cody. Moss Patrol is being driven by Brian Townsend today. He's out of Hammond, Indiana, not too far from the Portage area. The truck runs a 572 cubic inch Chevrolet engine, makes 1,500 horsepower. Truck is a 1997 Chevrolet. His opponent, Rick Petroline and the Snakebite, our winner from the a winner here at Kansas City one episode ago. So he's good. So we know the Snakebite is going to be tough to beat here on this course. Rick Petroline out of Pacific, Missouri. The truck is a Ford Snake. It's powered by a 572 cubic inch Ford engine, making 1,800 horsepower. How do we feeling about this matchup?
Well, it ought to be a tough one, and these two, we'll just see who comes out on top.
Yep. Anyways. Yep. Anyways, Arrowhead Stadium. Monster Patrol, Snake Bite. Monsters have been unleashed.
All right, here we go.
Up and over the double. Can Rick Petroline get around this turn?
Oh yeah.
Monster Patrol goes wide. Snakebite makes the turn. He's in good shape. Up and over the final set of cars. And Snakebite will take the win. Pretty handily over the Monster Patrol, Cody.
Yeah. Well, he did his best.
Yeah, that he most certainly did. Let's see where Monster Patrol made his mistake here.
Yeah,
up and over
up
and over the first bump, up and over the double right here. And Monster Patrol just into the wall. He barely scraped the wall. Wow.
Oh gosh. I hope everyone was okay.
Yeah, me too.
Just ran up there, bounced in probably to get away from that.
Oh man. No spectators have been injured from what I'm being told, so that was a pretty close call there. Anyways, Snakebite is your winner, and he'll move on into our quarterfinals.
And I heard just now that they're moving the spectators to be up higher so they'd be safer from that in case it happens again.
Yep.
We're ready for the round 2. Second round.
Yep, Snakebite advances into the quarterfinals, and all right, our second first round matchup will feature the Maximum Destruction taking on Destroyer, an old Monster Jam rivalry, Cody.
Indeed, and let's just see who's more destructive than the other. It ought to be fun seeing them in the race right now.
Yep. Anyways, Neil Elliott in Maximum Destruction. Destruction is out of Paxton, Illinois. Truck is a futuristic SUV. It's powered by a 540 cubic inch Chevrolet Merlin engine. It makes 1,400 horsepower. Very strong motor. Whereas the Destroyer, Airman Dan Evans' truck, Dan Evans is out of Scottsville, Michigan. Truck is a 1999 truck is a 2000 Chevrolet S10, Cody, and it's powered by a 557 cubic inch Rodeck engine, which makes about 1,500 horsepower. So a little more power to the Destroyer, but never count Mintz out. The Mintz truck's out.
Indeed. They always have tricks up their sleeves when it comes to trucks like Maximum Destruction.
Yep, that they are.
And the Razors aren't focusing power.
Oh yes, that they are. That they are too, and Destroyer taking on Maximum Destruction. This should be a dandy race.
Indeed. Good luck, Racers. Monsters have been unleashed.
That they have.
See how it goes. Doing okay on the jump so far. Won't be as usual with a jump.
Oh, a little wide on Maximum Destruction. He overcorrected. Now he's coming on,
Yeah.
but it's going to be enough to get him across the finish line. Ooh, man.
Yeah, that was something.
Neil Elliott got real lucky there.
Yeah, he has to be careful with how much speed and how he's turning to make sure he's calculating it right. Otherwise, that can happen.
Yep, he overcorrected, but he shook it off, and it was enough to score the win. Let's look at Neil Elliott's run right here.
Yeah.
Up and over the double, pretty good. And then it was right here where he went a little wide, but then almost spun the truck out, but it was enough to get him across the finish line. You don't have to hit the cars completely square, but you do have to hit that ramp, and he hit that ramp just right, and it was enough for him to take the win.
Oh yeah.
And Maximum Destruction will have the privilege to take on Snakebite in the quarterfinal round a little bit later. That's gonna be an interesting matchup there.
That's gonna be a doozy right there.
Yep. The reigniting that Bigfoot versus Monster Jam rivalry.
Oh yeah.
Anyways, Maximum Destruction. Neil Elliott moves on. Our next matchup will be a Ford versus Chevrolet, but this Chevrolet is powered by a Chrysler Hemi. The Chevrolet I'm talking about is Dan Patrick in Sampson. Sampson is owned and driven by Dan Patrick. The team is based out of Kingston, Ohio. Truck is a 1996 Chevrolet with biceps, with custom fitted biceps on the hood of on the sides and hood of the truck. It's powered by a 560 cubic inch Keith Black Hemi engine, which makes 1,500 horsepower.
Yeah.
His opponent is Steve Sims in the Stone Crusher. He's out of Virginia Beach, Virginia. Truck is a 2007 Ford F-250. It's powered by a 572 cubic inch Roush Yates Ford engine, basically built by the NASCAR people.
Interesting.
Yep. And it makes 1,700 horsepower. But as it is a U-turn course, Cody, the race is not won or lost off the starting line. It's won by who makes the better turn.
Oh yeah.
And Dan Patrick loves U-turn courses, and this one here at Kansas City is no exception.
Indeed.
Stone Crusher and Sampson.
Alright, and the Hunters have it unleashed.
That they have.
Good jumping so far. This seems to be steady. Here comes that turn.
Sampson slow and steady off the corner.
Good
Is he?
strategy for Simpson.
He almost missed the car. He almost missed the ramp. He got real lucky there.
Yeah, very lucky. Now he gets to advance to the next round.
Yep, Dan Patrick takes the win there here in round 1. Nice, strong run by Dan Patrick. He needed that. Let's look at the replays here. Smooth as silk for Dan Patrick, Cody.
Oh yes, very smooth as butter too.
Yep. Smooth in the turn, smooth off the line. Almost missed the ramp, but it was enough to get him across the line.
He almost hit the pole too.
Yeah, but I think that was a finish pole, not a turning post.
Yeah, I know. It's just one of them.
Yeah, the pole the pole is not considered an obstacle at the finish line.
Yeah.
18.05 second run for Sampson. That's going to be a strong. Sampson, I believe, here at Kansas City is going to be strong tonight.
Oh yes.
Next is probably one of the most lopsided matchups I think I've seen on Monster Truck Nation. Sudden Impact, John Cesack. We've seen him win on M.T.N. before. He would love to chalk up another one. His opponent will be Steve Hess out of Columbia City, Indiana in the Nightmare GMC. Now, we don't normally see GMCs on this GMCs on the monster truck scene, do we?
Yeah, not often, but it is nice to see them come.
Yep. Let's look at the two trucks. Steve Nightmare is owned and driven by Steve Hess. He's out of Columbia City, Indiana. Truck is a 1990 GMC powered by a 510 cubic inch alcohol blown injected Chevrolet engine, which makes about 1,300 horsepower. His opponent, John Cesack, is out of Frackville, Pennsylvania. Truck is a 2001 Ford F-150. It's powered by a 572 cubic inch Ford engine, which makes 1,600 horses.
Indeed.
And this ought to be a dandy race, Cody.
Oh yes, yeah, that'd be a good one. I'm excited for this one.
That we are. I expect the winner is gonna be determined by the design of the trucks here on this turning course. So let's see how things shape up here. Sampson.
Yep.
Sudden Impact, Nightmare.
Okay, here we go. Wish them all good luck.
Cesack, smooth as silk. Can he get it turned?
Looks like he's doing okay on that turn.
Oh, he did a great turn. Oh, he did a great turn. Almost missed the ramp, but it was enough to take the win. A lot of these guys are a lot of these guys having trouble landing on that ramp.
Yeah, I'm starting to notice that right now.
Some of these guys having a little bit of a rough time trying to figure out this track. I think some of them overcompensate overdrive the turn, and some of them
Overcorrect.
not just overcorrect, but tippy toe there a little too much, kind of baby it around just a little bit.
Yeah.
In any case, Seasock is your winner. Let's take a look at his run. Nice air there. Comes around. Nice. Oh, that was a brilliant turn, but it was a little bit too tight in my opinion. He's going to have to work on that. Let's look at Steve Hess in Nightmare now. Where did he make his mistake? Yeah, right there. That's a bouncy bounce. Coming up over the double. That's a bouncy bounce. And coming around the turn, he is just bouncing all over the place. Almost tagged the wall.
Just barely.
Yeah, barely scraped it just a little bit. A lot of these guys can't get around that corner. Sudden impact is going to be strong here today. All right, next up is a matchup that I have personally been anticipating for a long time here. It's Jim Kramer in the Bigfoot Ford. Bigfoot, one of the stronger trucks on the M.T.N. circuit. He's our series point leader as we speak.
Yeah.
And his opponent will be a new face on the M.T.N. circuit, Harold Reynolds in the Rich Head 2.
Yep, that'll be a cool one to watch right now.
Let's look at the trucks here. Let's look at the trucks here. Bigfoot is owned by Bob Chandler, driven by Jim Kramer here tonight. Truck is a 1990 Ford, so a kind of a vintage body style on this particular truck. It's powered by a 572 cubic inch Ford engine, making 1,800 horsepower. And on the other side of the spectrum, the Rich Head 2, driven by Harold Reynolds. Rich Head 2 is owned by Rich Head, the name of it anyway, operated by the good folks at SFX Motorsports. And driven by Harold Reynolds. Reynolds is out of Oldsmar, Florida. Truck is a 2001 Dodge Ram. Powered by one of the smallest motors I think I've ever seen in competition here tonight. A 440 cubic inch Dodge engine, Cody.
Oh yeah.
So I'm not even sure that that mini motor puts out only, and I say only, 1,100 horsepower.
Yeah. guess we're not sure if this truck could be Bigfoot, but we shouldn't count him out just yet anyway.
We shouldn't count him out just yet. But can he get... The only hope is beat him in the corner. And Jim Cramer is a driver who very rarely makes mistakes.
Right. You have to have timing, precision, and speed all calculated.
Yep, that you do.
In strategy. Don't forget about strategy.
Oh, yes. Wrench Head 2, Bigfoot. Bigfoot being put in the red lane here.
Well, let's see how this goes. Good so far on their jumps. No struggle yet. Here's the turn. That's a good turn.
Oh, that was a brilliant turn by Jim Cramer. That's going to score him the win.
Yeah. He gets that fence to the next round. Oh!
Oh-ho, Wrench Head 2 all over the place.
It was a bit out of control for a moment.
He was totally out of control. Yeah, we're gonna have to take a look at that. Desperation setting in, maybe? Oh.
Yeah, probably.
Oh, there's your problem. He couldn't stay on the track.
Not a problem. Yeah, he suddenly got out.
Lost the front steer, according to what I'm being told.
Oh, tough break. Redhead.com too.
Jeez. Cramer smooth as silk. It was an easy win for Jim Cramer.
Yeah.
Like I said, brilliant turn right here.
That was probably the best turn I've seen all day so far.
Best turn we've seen tonight so far.
It hits the ramp perfectly too.
Yep. $17.55 for Bigfoot. And that is going to put him in the quarterfinals. Next up is a good Ford versus Chevrolet matchup here. Gary Wiggins and Carolina Crusher going up against Sean Duhan and Traxxas T-Max, Cody.
This will definitely be interesting to watch, so I am curious how these two will do in a race like this.
Anyways, let's look at the two trucks. Sean Duhan is driving the Traxxas T-Max truck. He's out of New Orleans, Louisiana. Truck is a 2008 Ford. Maybe an RC truck body, I don't know. Anyways, truck is powered by a 572 cubic inch Ford engine, which makes 1,600 horsepower. And Carolina Crusher, on the other hand, is owned by Gary Porter, driven by Gary Wiggins. Truck is a 1995 Chevrolet. It's powered by a 557 cubic inch Rodeck engine, which makes about 1,500 horsepower. So these two trucks about even on paper, at least on paper.
Yep. So far, so that's why it ought to be an interesting matchup between these two.
Yep. The only difference between the two of them is the engine location and the suspension package. So this ought to be a dandy race. Carolina Crusher taking on the Traxxas T-Max.
they're off. One, and then jump two. There's
Coming
jump
around.
Oh, there's some
Oh,
struggle there.
almost overdid it for T-Max, but he's going to hold on to take the win. A major upset, Cody.
Wow. That was tight at the very end, despite his struggle.
Yep. A major upset. The Ford wins it. Traxxas T-Max Shaw Duhan, I think, is going to be a strong runner here today.
Yeah.
Next up is one of my favorite matchups, Executioner versus Gravedigger. Now, these two trucks have met on M.T.N. before. I think I think I can remember a time when they met and crashed together at Pueblo, Colorado, not too long ago. Pablo Huffbaker in the Gravedigger taking on Mark Hall in the Executioner. Anyways, let's take a look at the two. Gravedigger is today, at least here tonight, is being driven by Pablo Huffbaker. Truck is a 1951 Chevrolet panel wagon. It's powered by a 540 cubic inch alcohol blown injected Chevrolet Merlin. It makes 1,400 horsepower. Mark Hall, Executioner, on the other hand, is owned by the Hall brothers, Tim and Mark Hall. Mark Hall does the driving. The team is based out of Champaign, Illinois. The truck is a 1999 Dodge Ram. It's powered by a 572 cubic inch Chrysler wedge motor, which puts out about 1,600 horses, about 1,500 horses.
Yeah.
We're still recording. I can't believe it.
Yeah, at least it's still going. I'm glad.
Yeah. Anyways, Executioner, a perennial favorite here in the Midwest, but Digger's got a lot of fans too, doesn't he, Cody?
Indeed. Included.
Pablo Huffbaker is good. The number 2 man for the Gravedigger team, Pablo Huffbaker. And that truck is going to be, and I believe that truck is going to be a force to be reckoned with, Cody.
Indeed. I can't wait to see what they got to offer right now.
All right, here we go. Executioner, Gravedigger.
Good luck, you two. And they're off.
Not quite. Gravedigger chose the blue lane, and technical difficulties here. They're playing mind games right now.
I guess that's what they wanted to do at the moment.
Yep. All right, here we go.
Here we go. Hey, here's the turn.
Huffbaker went a little wider.
Yeah, a little wider.
That's the best turn we've seen yet, and it's going to enable Huffbaker to win.
End there. That was tight, too.
Brilliant turn by Pablo Huffbaker. Oh, man.
He gets to advance to the next round.
Yep. great turn by Pablo Huffaker. And we're going to have to take a look at that one.
Yeah.
Right here, he gets off the line great.
Yep, everything looked good at the first bit of the track.
Yep. Remember, Gravedigger is in the field tonight, but Dennis Anderson is not driving the truck. It's Pablo Huffaker driving the truck here today.
Yeah.
And that was a great turn by Pablo Huffaker. He's got to be happy with that one, I think. Let's see where the problems with Mark Hall arose. I believe they rose in the turn. Right there. Oh man, just went way too wide. Oh, managed to avoid the wall though.
And just barely kissed the crowd stand.
Nice run by Pablo Huffaker and the Grave Digger. Gravedigger looks like he might have a strong shot here today. And our final race of round number 1, it'll be two big bad Dodges, Cody. Barefoot against Mopar Magic. Here's a look at Barefoot, and here's a look at Mopar Magic as the trucks prepare to take to the track here. Let's take a look at these two machines. Mopar Magic is owned by Steve Sims. It's being driven today by Ricky Only. Truck is a 2008 Dodge Ram. It's powered by a 540 cubic inch Dodge engine, which makes about 1,500 horsepower. However, I'm not sure you can match that to Barefoot, Cody, which is owned by Fred Schaefer, driven by Richard Patterson here today. Truck is a 1997 Dodge Ram powered by a 572 cubic inch Keith Black Hemi engine, which makes 1,600 horsepower. We are in for some thrills and spills here on M.T.N. here at Arrowhead Stadium, Kansas City. Barefoot, I think, made it to the semifinals last time we were at Kansas City one episode ago. Let's see how he does here today. Barefoot Mopar Magic.
All right, good luck to them. Let's see how they do. They completed their jumps on that next turn now. Not bad. Barefoot won that round.
Barefoot takes the win. Oh! Mopar Magic got hung up on the turn. Hung up on that pole there. Engine problems for Mopar Magic.
Well, that's a tough break.
Yeah, tough break for Ricky Oley. Richard Patterson takes the win in that one. All right, we're going to take a little bit of a break, and we'll be back for more action. Coming up next. Coming up. Welcome back to M.T.N. Monster Truck Nation. We have just concluded the first round of Monster Trucks. Now we're going to get into it with motorcycles and ATVs, Cody. The 120. We have just concluded the first round of Monster Trucks. Now we're going to take a little bit of a break from that as the engines need time to cool down. We're going to go just up the road to St. Louis for some Supercross and ATV action. Cody, how are we feeling about this?
I'm excited to see them in action as well. They ought to be really fun to watch, like always.
Same here. All right, just for the sake of having to, we're going to get right into it here. And hopefully things won't. Actually, I got a better idea here. Let's share the entire screen.
Yeah, that's fine.
Let's try it again. There we go.
Okay.
We'll be riding with Mr. Aiden Goodwin as we go into our race here at St. Louis. For the 125 class, Cody.
Alrighty.
All right, race will be 3 laps. Let's get right into it. All right, gate's about to drop, and here we go.
All right, they're off.
Goodwin did not get a good start, though.
Yeah. He was a bit behind, but he's catching up pretty good. He's in second now.
Oh,
Trying to
LePan.
catch up.
Oh, yeah, his fellow competitor, Eric LePanin, almost got himself in trouble right there.
Yeah. Oh, a little bit into that.
Made a little bit of a mistake right there.
Yep. Oh, dip in the tailpipe. I see. That's what it looked like to me.
Through the whoop section. Oh, Jesus.
Oh dear, he's in trouble. Oh, he's in a crash. Oh, that looked like that hurt. Oh, God. They're just not being considerate.
And this is going to be a dismal finish for for Aiden Goodwin right here, I believe.
Yeah. Oh no, here we go again.
Stuck on the barrier.
He's stuck. Yeah, he's on the barrier. He's trying to get off of it. He's free. Oh, it brought his head.
Oh, jeez. Surprised that didn't result in a wreck. Oh, jeez.
Oh, he's on the ground. That is not good. Oh, again.
Again, jeez.
I think they're all clumsy right now. Oh. Well, that happened.
We're coming around for the white flag. White flag is out.
Yep, final lap.
Hey, a ninth place finish. Not bad for the young man.
Yeah.
Not bad at all.
Pretty good.
Pannon wins. Mike Mabula finishes second. Sarah Whitmore third. Kiowa Burns fourth. Greg McDonald fifth. Felicia Wedd sixth. Ken George sixth. Stephanie Rakonda seventh. Ken George seventh. Stephanie Rakonda eighth. Aiden Goodwin ninth. Katie Benson 10th. Josh Stribbing 11th. Jeremy Bochnick 12th, Dave Knudsen 13th, Robert Kinneman 14th, Rick Baltman 15th, and Devin Grusis finishes last. All right. All right, we'll be back for... All right, we're going to take a little bit of a... We're going to step away for just a little bit. We'll be back with the 250 class shortly. Don't go away. Welcome back. We apologize for that brief interruption. We had a recording failure.
Yeah, it happens sometimes.
Anyways, we are getting ready for the 250 class for the Supercross people.
All right.
For the motocross here. 3 laps, and we should have a whale of a time here on this track. We will be following one Mr. Alex Ray for this race.
All right.
Cody, how do you feel about this 250 class first moto coming up here?
Yeah, that'd be a good one right now. It is going to be fun seeing them all giving their best in this event, racing their heart out until they
Oh,
make it as a victor.
oh yes.
Okay, they're getting started.
Oh, terrible start for Ray.
Yeah, 16th place at the moment. He's catching up. Wow.
Whole
In
shot,
first.
but
Uh-oh.
he he flew
That's
way
bad.
off.
Poor guy.
Man, this is gonna drop him back.
Yep. And somehow the others are slowed down.
Whoa, what was that?
Oh, I have no idea, man. That was crazy. Surprised it didn't crash.
Yeah, me too.
Oh no, can they go?
Can Ray actually manage a podium here?
Yeah, and he did that in third place on the first lap. Not bad.
He went from
Much
last
better.
to third in one lap. That is impressive.
Very. Can he keep up that momentum here?
He's gonna try.
Oh, here we go again. He's messing
Oh.
up. He's in trouble.
Disaster narrowly avoided there.
The others are still trying to catch up.
All right. Here he goes. Oh, that was a tight turn.
Ow, that was close for him.
Yeah, I almost fell off his bike doing that turn.
Yeah.
Through the whoop section, which is the most dangerous part of the track in my opinion.
Kept it consistent and
Yep.
stayed in third in the second lap. That's great.
Very narrowly avoided disaster there.
Yep. But will he be able to make it in first if he's able to? I guess we'll just see.
I think he's gonna manage a podium if he keeps this up.
Yeah.
Oh, that was close.
Indeed.
Oh, that was a brilliant turn.
Oh yeah.
He may actually end up in the bronze position here.
Yeah. Catching up to the one in second place.
But it's not gonna be enough. He's gonna settle for third. That is a good run.
Yep.
He managed the podium. I am impressed from a good run from Alex Ray. I am impressed.
Yeah, they all did a good job. Despite some struggles a little
Yep.
bit.
Brandon Johnson and Austin and Max Powers finished first and second. Alex Ray third, Grace Payne fourth, Justin Baker fifth, Ken George sixth, Tyler Custer seventh, Jeremy Hand eighth, Eve Brodeur ninth, Felicia Webb 10th, Jareth Pesky 11th, Cedric Subaris, 12th. Colton Eganman, 13th. Axel Hodges, 14th. Chris Howell, 15th. And Kiowa Birds finishes last. Now that was a race.
Yep. It was good.
We'll be back shortly for the first moto of the ATVs here. Welcome back. Tom Todd 774 along with Legend of Wii 92, if I may refer you to your Discord username.
Yeah.
We are just getting ready for the first race of the first moto of the ATV Open.
Okay.
Cody, what do you thinking about this one here?
This one ought to be fun. I've always liked the four-wheelers too. They're pretty nice to watch as well.
Oh yes, that they are.
Let's hope no one gets into a brawl at the end, like it happens sometimes in certain events.
Yep. Let's get right into it. All right, here we go. Mr. Q right here. Brett Q.
Wow. He's doing good. That's close.
That was close. Whoa, big air right there.
That is a big air right there. Oh, he's popping the wheelie.
You got real lucky there.
Yeah.
He's got a 5-second lead.
Wow. First place in the first lap, and he did a really good job so far.
Yeah, he's doing a really good job. Yeah, I agree with you. He is doing a pretty good job so far.
Will he be able to keep up that momentum? I guess we'll find out.
Yeah, we're going to find out. But he did lead a lap.
Yeah.
Oh, that was close.
Yeah. Another good jump.
Oh, that was a bad launch right there, but it didn't hinder him too much.
Yeah, it didn't hinder him that much.
Oh,
He's
jeez.
doing fine. Oh, jeez.
Ah.
And another tap. He'll have to get back up.
Hey, it didn't.
All right.
White flag out. He's still in the lead. He still managed to hold the lead after that fall right there.
Yeah.
Just got out of rhythm there. Got trucked up.
Yep. hopeful he could win this one.
Oh man, he might pull this off. Especially with a 250 ATV instead of and some of these guys are running 450, so this track has been very conducive for Brett Q right here.
Yeah.
Final turn, he's gonna pull it off. He's gonna do it. He will win the first moto here at St. Louis.
Very good.
Wow. Color me impressed.
Yep.
All right, here we go. All right, here's the race results. Brett Q finishes first, Jack Rogers second, Jeremy Botchnick third, Kyle Rodriguez fourth, Carlin Gardner fifth, Kyler Bird sixth, Mike Mabula seventh, Justin Walsh eighth, Austin Yount ninth, Ken George finishes 10th, Stephanie Rodconda finishes 11th, Felicia Webb 12th, Sean Yarbrough 13th, Quentin Camp 14th, Nick Jackson 15th, and Ryan Ruse finishes 16th. All right, that will do it for the first motos for the AT. We got one more of the first motos here, the 450 class of the motorcycles. We'll be right back with those in just a moment. Welcome back to M.T.N. We are in the first motos for the motorcycles and ATVs. Cody, we are getting into the 450 motorcycles now. How do we feel about this one?
This will be good, and I can't wait to say what they got to offer right now.
All right, here we go. All right, the highest class of motorcycle right here, the 450s. Let's see how they do here. We'll be following one Clinton Moore. Oh, bad start for Moore. But can he get to the lead? Yes, he can.
Yeah. He was able to do it so far. Now he's leading. Can he stay there for long, though?
That will be the question. Oh, that was close.
Oh, wow. Very close. That's just cutting it close.
Sorry about that little interruption. We'll edit that part out.
Yep.
Oh no!
Whoa, how they managed that? Oh, and he got
He
ran
tripped
over.
over.
Oh,
He tripped over. That's what happened.
yeah. Oh, jeez. What is going on there? Wow. That was like a nose wheelie there for just a brief moment.
Stoppier is what I call it.
Yeah. Can we call either way?
White flag is out.
Wow. Okay.
Trying to manage the top 5 here, I think. Can he make it?
He's certainly trying.
Ah, it's not going to be enough. Actually, it is going to be enough, and he managed at 5th place. Wow.
Oh,
Wow, oh, wow. All right. Stephanie Rakonda is your winner. Cody Van Buskirk finishes 2nd. Chris Howell 3rd. Derek Edwards 4th. Clinton missed in front. Our guy finishes 5th. Cade Clausen finishes 6th. Dave Dwyer 7th. Colton Engelman 8th. Eric Grondal 9th. Back Babula 10th. Ken George 11th. Daniel Blair 11th. Daniel Blair 12th. Robert Kinnaman 13th. Henry Miller 14th. Kyle Burns 15th. And Eric LePanin 16th. All right, that will do it for the first Botos. For Botos, for the MX and ATVs. We will be right back. When we come back, we will head back to Kansas City for the quarterfinal round of monster trucks. Don't go away. Welcome back to M.T.N. Tom Todd 774, along with the Vision of Legend of Wii 92 here. We have concluded the first motos of the 125s, 250s, and 450s, and the ATVs. And now we're getting set to do the quarterfinal round of the monster trucks. We had a very interesting first round, Cody. What brings us to the quarterfinals here?
well, it's going to be quite exciting with what we got here at this moment. So let's take a look for a second at the list. Okay, we're currently at the quarterfinals at this moment in time, and we have these rounds here. That first one will have Snakebite against Maximum Destruction. Wow, that's going to be quite the matchup. It's going to be quite intense between these two powerful monster trucks right here. The second round, we have Samson taking on Sudden Impact. Let's see if he'll have a good impact on this race. Then we have Bigfoot against Traxxas T-Max. And lastly, Gravedigger versus Barefoot.
And that will be a very interesting match in just the quarterfinals too. The Sudden Impact Barefoot matchup. The Gravedigger Barefoot matchup, excuse me. And this ought to be a dandy one.
Indeed.
D1, here we go. We have Rick Petroline and the Snake Bite, our winner from one episode ago here on M.T.N. Here at Kansas City. Rick Petroline aiming to do it 2 in a row here. He's got that big, powerful Ford engine ready to rumble here, and his opponent will be Neil Elliott in Maximum Destruction. Cody, this ought to be a dandy one.
Yep, this will be very exciting. I haven't really seen them race against each other that much at all. This is super rare, so I am looking forward to this one.
Yeah, super rare occasion, if they ever raced against each other. Now, Maximum Destruction has raced Bigfoot a couple times, but not the Snakebite truck, so this should be a dandy one.
Yeah, and I'm sure this is the very first time we've ever seen this matched up together. Has to be.
Yep.
Alright, good luck to both of you. Here we go.
Alright, let's see if Petroline can actually beat him here. Oh, Rick Petroline cut another beautiful turn.
Nice. Oh, a little out of control, just a little bit, but he saved that. He won that race.
Kept it. Maximum Destruction ended up in the wall. Into the wall. Let's see what happened here. Snakebite wins.
Yeah.
That's the no question. Snakebite's the winner in that one. No question.
Yeah.
And there goes, and my thing disconnected, but all right, am I coming through okay?
Yeah.
Okay, good. My headset wanted to disconnect a little bit there. Anyway, Snakebite wins, no question about that. But what happened to Neil Elliott and Maximum Destruction? We're going to have to take a look. Yeah, got off the line pretty strong. And just didn't... Oh, right there. There's your problem. He just didn't make the turn. He got into the wall.
Yep.
Smooth.
No one's hurt, thankfully.
Nobody's hurt, thankfully. But that was a scary moment.
Oh, yes.
Watch this beautiful turn from Rick Petroline.
Yeah, it was a really good turn. Even though it got a little out of step at one point.
Yeah, he did get a little. Yeah, he did get a little out of shape trying to get lined up for that set of cars.
He did good though.
Yep, that he did. All right, next up is going to be a very intense Ford versus Chevrolet matchup. We have John Seasock in Sudden Impact. And he'll be taking on Dan Patrick in Sampson.
This will be cool. I wonder how this race will turn out.
Both trucks with 1,600 horsepower engines. And both of them love racing on these turning courses, Cody.
Oh yeah.
Because Sampson had a faster time, he's gonna take the blue lane.
Yeah, looks like mind games at the moment.
Yep. Sudden Impact is in that dreaded red lane. He doesn't want to be there.
Yeah. Yep, they're just doing it right now. They're trying to slide each other out. They're still at it.
There we go.
Okay, there we go.
All right, here we go. Monsters have been unleashed.
Okay, I'm gonna use jumps. Down for the turn.
Oh, Dan Patrick cut another brilliant turn.
Oh wow, that was a beautiful turn.
And I think, mechanical problems for Sudden Impact.
Well, that was suddenly.
Yeah. Wow.
Oh, great.
Word we're getting for Sudden Impact is that the input shaft, the transmission actually broke. And Sampson wins the race hands down.
No wonder.
All right, now we got a very good matchup right here. Jim Kramer and Bigfoot taking on Sean Duhan, the teammate of Sudden Impact, in Traxxas T-Max. Both of them with good-sized Ford engines, Cody, and so these two trucks are about even, at least on paper. What do you think?
Yeah. I think it'll be a great race for sure.
Jim Kramer, he doesn't care where... Jim Kramer is one of those few drivers who doesn't care if he runs the red lane or the blue lane. It doesn't matter to him. All right, here we go. Bigfoot and Traxxas T-Max.
Good start from both so far.
Oh, Jim Kramer cuts another brilliant turn.
Yeah. That was great.
17.51. That was even faster than the last round, and T-Max having some problems.
Man, they're having problems lately, these drivers are.
Yeah. Breaking drive shafts and broken drive shaft and which punctured the transmission, we're being told.
Yeah.
Terrible break. A very destructive quarterfinals here. Wow. And this has been a very destructive afternoon on some of these trucks.
Yeah.
All right, our next race will be Pablo Huffaker and Grave Digger. and he'll be taking on Richard Patterson in Barefoot, Cody.
Another good matchup. I really love seeing these two race against each other sometimes.
Yep, and this is a championship caliber race right here.
Only one lucky driver can make it through the end as the victor.
Yep, and we're about to find out who that driver is gonna be. The winner of this one takes on Bigfoot in the semifinals.
Yeah.
Pablo Huffaker in the red lane. He doesn't care that he's there.
They're unleashed now.
Yep, that they are.
Good jumps. Onto the turn now.
A little bit of a stuttery turn for Pablo Huffaker, but it's going to be enough to get him across the finish line. And Barefoot, Richard Patterson, all over the place. Gravedigger takes the victory. I think Barefoot left the track. Got completely cattywampus it off course. Got up on two wheels.
Yeah, we should check that out sometime.
Yeah, let's check that. Let's check the replay of that. Yeah, slow start. And just leaves the lane. That's going to DQ him, I think. Wow.
Yeah, that's an automatic DQ right there.
For going out of bounds.
How unfortunate. I think it's because he had a problem with his truck.
Yep. Very destructive on equipment for some of these trucks. Anyways, that concludes the quarterfinal round of M.T.N. Monster Trucks. We'll be right back. We're gonna go back to St. Louis and do the second motos of the dirt bikes and ATVs there, and we'll be back with you in just a few minutes. All right, welcome back to M.T.N. We have just concluded the quarterfinal round of the Monster Trucks. Now we are getting into the second motos of the motocross and ATVs at St. Louis. A lot of these guys have already gotten one run down on this track, Cody. What are we looking for in the second motos here?
Well, I do expect a lot of thrills and spills, probably.
All right. We will be following one Mr. Austin Forkner as we do the 125, the second moto for the 125 class of the MXs. We'll do all three MX classes first and then the ATVs. The 125 class, first and foremost.
Yeah.
Oh, geez. Terrible start for Forkner.
Yeah. Second now.
Oh, geez.
He left up. He's off track. Running over that barrier a little bit. like during the first lap. Pretty good.
He went from last to third. Now up to second.
Yep, he's catching up.
Bob Kober just ahead of him.
Almost got it in.
Yeah, almost got it.
Yep.
Got into him.
But he's now ahead of him.
Oh, now he's up front.
Yeah. Looks like he's leading it now. Nice jump. Good air there.
Disaster narrowly averted there.
Yeah. A little too close for call. Too close for comfort. Uh-oh, hit the barriers.
Yeah, he's gonna have a dismal time getting through these whoops.
Yeah. On the final lap.
White flag is out. Can he hold the lead?
They'll just wait and see.
Oh, now he's really letting it all hang out now.
Oh yeah, he's letting it all.
He's gonna take the win. Austin Faulkner wins the second moto for the 125s here. Good run.
Very good.
All right, let's look at the race results. Austin Faulkner finishes first, Bob Kober second, Eric LePen in third, Dave Knutson fourth, Jeremy Scoggins fifth. Mike Mamula, Katie Benson finishes sixth, Mike Mamula seventh, Devin Grusis eighth, Kyle Rodriguez ninth. Sarah Whitmore finishes 10th, Rick Baltman 11th, Felicia Webb 12th, Robert Kinnaman 13th, Kyle Burns 14th, Ken George 15th, and Grace Payne 16th. All right. That will do it for the first motos for the 125s. We'll come back with for the 250s in just a moment. Welcome back to M.T.N. We are getting ready for the second moto of the 250 class, Cody. How are we feeling about this one?
This will be pretty nice to watch as well. Let's see what they got.
We'll be following one Axel Hodges, who's number 96 here. For the 250s. All right, here we go. Here we go.
Yeah.
Oh, Max Powers got off the line real well. But here comes here comes Hodges.
Overshot it a little bit. Hitting the barriers, but he's back in the race.
Got back on course.
Third. Yep, caught up. He's leading now.
Let's see if he can keep it. Remember, these races are only 3 laps.
Yeah.
Oh, geez, he's gotten the barriers there. Up against, in a fierce battle against Bryce Martinez. Can he get past him? Oh, geez, that was a...
Yeah. That was a bad round there.
Bad turn.
Bad turn there.
Lap 2 out of 3. Mario, this is almost like a Mario Kart race.
Yeah, I guess you could say that.
Oh, geez. Nosed over there, but
Ow.
he's doing pretty good.
Well, he is trying to catch up. Good air. Wow, almost landed on his head.
That he almost did. He's got the lead now.
Would have ended up with a headache.
He's got the lead now. Can he stay there?
Yep.
White flag is out. Oh, big air. A 6-second lead. He may actually pull this off, Cody.
Yeah, I think he's gonna win it. Almost there. Just one more turn.
One more turn.
And
he's gonna take the win. Axel Hodges takes the win here at St. Louis, the second moto for the 250 class. Let's look at the race results. Axel Hodges finishes first, Bryce Martinez second, Stephanie Raconda third, Ken George fourth, Felicia Webb fifth, Mike Momola sixth, Max Power seventh, Chase Marqueer. I can't pronounce that.
I know how you feel. I can't pronounce certain things.
Kevin Moran's ninth, Nick Gage 10th, Brenda Scherer 11th, Grace Payne 12th, Alex Johnson 13th, Cedric Sabre Roz 14th, Gannon Audit 15th, and Kiowa Birds 16th. All right, that will conclude the 250 class for the MXs. Now we are going to get ready for the 450s. We'll be right back. We'll be back with you in just a moment. Welcome back to M.T.N. We have just concluded the 250s. We have just concluded the second moto for the 250s, Cody. Now we get into the 450s, the big boys here. How we feeling about? Yep, how we feeling about this one?
It ought to be great. I just cannot wait to see what they got to offer for this one.
All right,
They're always fun to watch.
Yep, we will be following number 73, which will be... I forgot who it was. My brain is not working today.
That's okay. I'm like that sometimes.
Brandon Scherer. Okay. Oh, Scherer got left in the dust.
Yep, that wasn't a good start for him there. Wow. He caught up a great bit there.
Yep, that he did.
Almost first.
Oh, he's got the lead now. Oh,
Wow. Oh,
that was close. Yeah, that was close. Can Scherer win it? He's got a 4-second lead right now.
Yep. That's very good so far.
Oh no!
Oh dear. He's in trouble and he wrecked.
A bad bounce. Drop from first to third. Can he make it up? In a battle against Tevin Tapia. White flag is out. Scherer in the lead. Can he hold it?
He probably will.
Oh no!
Here we go again. He wrecked it again.
Drop from first to fourth now. Oh no!
Here we go. Again. Yet again. He wrecked it. Nice.
He is not having a good last lap. He's dropped to sixth now.
Yep. This is so funny. Poor guy. He's just trying to win the race, but he's not doing so good in the last one.
Oh geez, he just did a terrible turn.
Wrong way now. I'll back on.
He's gonna manage a fifth place, just barely.
Yeah. Billy did his best.
Yeah, that he did. Tevin Tapia wins. Cade Clausen second. Lance Russell third. Ken George fourth. Brandon Scherer fifth. Daniel Blair seventh. Daniel Blair sixth, excuse me. Dylan Stark seventh. Eric LePanin eighth. Forrest Butler ninth. Tyler Wozni finishes 10th. Kyle Burns 11th, Justin Walsh 12th, Mike Mamula 13th, Derek Edwards 14th, Quentin Camp 15th, and Jeremy Scoggins finishes 16th. That concludes the MX stuff now. Now we are going to get. Now we got one more race to go. The second moto of the ATVs. We'll be back right with you in just a moment. Welcome back to M.T.N. Here we are just about to wrap up activities here at St. Louis. We got one more race, Cody, and that's the second race of the ATVs. How are we feeling about this one?
Yep. This should be a nice round as well. So I don't know how they'll do right now, but we'll just see how they do.
All right, ATV Open. So 250s and 450s are allowed to compete in this race. All right, here we go. Final side feature of the day. Here we go. Schreier again with a slow start.
Tailpipe sniffing right there. Let's hope that's clean.
Schreier did not have a good run in the 450 class of the MXs. Let's see how he does in the ATVs here, Cody.
Yeah, maybe he'll do better here. Second place. Catching up so far.
Almost on top of Quentin Camp. Oh!
Oh! Jeez, will that happen?
That it did. He's going to drop back to 6th, 7th, 8th.
He bumped into that guy, but it didn't,
Didn't seem to affect him too much.
Yeah, it didn't make things go any worse. No effect.
Up to 3rd now.
Yeah.
In close pursuit of Rick Baltman.
3rd place for the first lap.
Yep, and Quentin Camp in the lead, obviously.
Yeah. But he is doing good so far. Wow, he landed on him again. It didn't affect them both too much.
I'm surprised.
Yeah, you'd think it would.
Oh, I think he's got around second place. He's in second.
Yeah.
White flag is out. Can he catch Quentin Camp? Oh, it's going to be close.
Yeah, it is close right now. It's just around the corner.
He's just about caught him. Can he pass him, though?
Yeah.
I don't
We'll
think
just
he's gonna.
see.
He may not be able to.
May not
Let's
be.
see. One more
Don't think he can.
corner.
Oh, it's doing it. He did it.
Oh, just
Wow.
barely. Talk about pulling one out.
That was a great race.
Brandon Scherer with an incredible come from behind victory. Wow.
Yeah. Third in the first lap, second on the second lap, and then first place in the third final lap. That was something.
Well, that was something. Took the lead on the very last corner. He pulled it out. Wow. Brandon Scherer wins. Quentin Camp seventh, second. Rick Baltman third. Austin Yount fourth. Season Bennett fifth. Marissa Polinchek sixth. Sean Yarborough seventh. Ty Hudson eighth. Dave Dwyer ninth. Justin Walsh 10th. Ken George 11th. Felicia Webb 12th. Brad Bowling 13th. Jack Rogers 14th. Steph Day Ronconda 15th. And Zach Decker finishes last in that ATV Moto. All right, that concludes the second motos of the MX and ATVs here at St. Louis. We will when we come back, we will rejoin Kansas City for M.T.N. monster truck action.
Indy.
Welcome back to M.T.N. The M.T.N. MTM2 series. Oh my goodness, what a day that we have had so far, Legend of Wii 92.
Indeed, it has been great so far, although not so good for some of the drivers that had some problems with their breakage going on with these trucks.
Yep.
And sometimes hitting the crown stands by accident just by barely touching them sometimes.
Anyways, that was a very destructive quarterfinal round, Cody. What brings us to the semifinals?
In the semifinals, we have these particular rounds coming up next to ya. We got Snakebite up against Simpson, and then Bigfoot versus Gravedigger, a classic.
Yep, and this action coming to you after all the action at St. Louis for the ATVs and Supercross people had concluded. So we are smooth sailing for the semifinals and Monster Smash finals for M.T.N. monster trucks. All right, let's get right into it. Snakebite versus Sampson, Cody. Dan Patrick and Sampson. He's been very consistent on this course here at Kansas City, but can he actually put one of the big guns here away on their home turf? We're about to find out.
Yeah.
Going up against the Snakebite Ford of Rick Petroline.
Can Simpson put him away or will it get bit by the snake?
Oh, we're about to see the biceps versus the snake fangs coming up right here. Alright, here we go. The biceps versus the snake fangs here at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City.
Okay, here we go.
Oh, slow start for the Sampson machine.
That's a little unusual.
But Snakebite's having tons of problems.
Yeah.
Snakebite having tons of problems.
Yeah, we gotta see what happened there.
Yeah, Snakebite didn't even run half the course, I think. We're going to have to rerun that race due to the timing error there.
Yeah, they're probably gonna have to do it. But they gotta start over again.
So the trucks are being called back to the line. All right, here we go for attempt number 2 at this. And they have swapped lanes, which is probably a good thing. Yeah, which is probably a good thing.
Here we go.
Dan Patrick cuts another brilliant turn, I think.
That was over there.
Yep.
The crowd there.
Does Sampson crosses the finish line first, I think. Sampson may have missed the cars. I'm not sure. We're going to have to take a look at the tape.
Yeah. But he had made the jump at least, so that probably wouldn't matter too much.
Did Sampson get both front wheels up the ramp coming to the last jump? I don't know. We're gonna have to
examining it for a second.
We're gonna have to go high overhead.
Yeah, that'll help.
Well, apparently the M.T.N officials say yes, so Sampson has won it. The officials say it's a clean run, so Sampson gets the win.
Yeah.
Albeit with a little bit of controversy, because I'll probably, I dare say that this will probably come with a little bit of controversy since the timing and scoring fouled up on us.
Yeah. It probably might. Sorry, everyone.
Yeah, we apologize on behalf of everyone who has watched up to this point. Oh, ho, ho, ho. In this other semifinal round, Cody, we have a big rivalry that's about to be renewed.
Oh, yes.
Oh, man, if we had sold some tickets tonight, I believe we could have packed the house just for this one race. Pablo Huffaker and Gravedigger going up against Jim Kramer and Bigfoot.
Yep. Another classic rivalry. We have seen this before.
Big rival trucks, Bigfoot and Gravedigger.
Yep.
Alright, here we go. Pablo Huffaker and Gravedigger going up against Jim Kramer and Bigfoot. Semifinals.
Alright. They're off. Almost. They're probably just playing mind games at the moment.
Yep, that
like
they
some
are.
Of the usually do.
Yep. Alright, here we go.
Okay. Good jump so far. Under that next step is that turn. Gravedigger gets to advance.
Gravedigger goes to the finals, defeating Jim Kramer pretty handily. What a race.
That was a really good race right
both drivers balls to the wall on that one. It'll be Sampson versus Gravedigger in the finals.
Wow. Now that's cool. Yeah, they have raced before. You don't see them in the finals that often together.
One time I think they have ended up in the finals was New Orleans 1999.
Oh yeah. There was that one.
Yep. Could this be the day for Pablo Huffaker? We're about to find out. All right, here we go. All right, here we go. Get everybody on your feet for an all Chevrolet final.
The time has come.
Yep.
And the time is now.
Yep. Between Sampson, Dan Patrick out of Kingston, Ohio. Truck is powered by a Chrysler Hemi. Going up against the Gravedigger, Pablo Huffaker. Cody, what do you think about this about this final coming up?
Anything can happen here, and I wish them both the best of luck.
All right.
My guys in the finals together. This is going to be a doozy for today.
Yep. Sampson and Gravedigger in the final. And this ought to be a dandy race. All right, here we go. Monster Smash final.
All right.
Sam.
And the monsters haven't unleashed yet? Oh, not yet. Because they're playing mind games, of course. Why?
All right, here we go.
Okay, the time is now. Here we go. They've been unleashed. Onto these jumps.
All right, here we go.
Down this.
All right. Comes down to this turn. Pablo Huffaker cuts a brilliant turn.
Who's it going to be?
And it will be the Gravedigger. Give it to the Gravedigger. Pablo Huffaker has done it.
Yeah.
Chalk up another victory for the Gravedigger camp. Oh my goodness, that team, they needed that. Oh man, Pablo Huffaker out of the truck. Big hug from his crew. What a job from Pablo Huffaker.
Yeah.
Let's take a look at the replay. Oh man, this team has had some tough luck over the past few episodes. Well, I shouldn't say tough luck, but they had yet to score a victory on this series since Sedalia, Missouri. And they come back in Missouri, and Pablo Huffaker pulls out, I think, one of the biggest victories in his career. Pablo Huffaker had always said how badly he wanted to win, and his driving style was conducive to this track, and it worked for him today here at Kansas City. Cody, congratulations to Pablo Huffaker.
Yep, congrats.
Oh, man. Your winner, Pablo Huffaker in the Gravedigger. And that will do it for the action here today at Kansas City. Congratulations to all our winners in the motocross, ATV, and especially in the monster trucks, that being Pablo Huffaker in the Gravedigger. But let's not let Pablo Huffaker get all the credit. Let's all 16 of these trucks put on a whale of a show here today. They all deserve all the credit in the world. Let's give them all a big round of applause. Well done. Oh man, I can't catch my breath after that one. Congratulations to Pablo Huffaker in the Gravedigger. Cody, your final thoughts.
Man, I can't stop grinning. It was a really great racing event today. But everything they all done in Mosplex and then the other stuff that we saw too, they all did a great job in their own way. It was quite entertaining, and I hope everyone had a great time like we did. For everybody here, for the Vision of Legend of Wii, I'm Todd774. Thanks for being with us for an awesome night of monster trucks, motors, dirt bikes, and ATVs. We'll look for you next time on M.T.N.